So, today I was playing Red Redemption 2. Now, for those of you who don't know, it's a video game for PS4. I think they have it for PS3, but I use PS4. And I played Redemption 2. Someone told me it was a good game, so I'm gonna try it. I'm in this level where I go in a barn. Some guy jumps me in the barn, and the guy calls him a bad word I'm not gonna say here. So, maybe we have to censor the words because we're on YouTube. And we have to think of the audience that are listening. It's not like that. Where on Storyfire you can get away with certain language, whereas on YouTube you can't. You can't swear on YouTube. You can only swear on Storyfire. That's why I can't say the word. If I was on Storyfire and I made a video, I could probably say the word there. You can say any bad word you want on Storyfire as long as it's not offending anyone. I guess, I don't know. I mean, probably not a good idea. I don't think you want your parents to hear you swear if you're a kid, just if you do decide to do it on Storyfire. You could get away with it, because I've written creepy stories on Storyfire. I seem to get away with it. I don't know on Twitter. They have rules. I don't think so. But it might be different. It's not like Storyfire. I don't know. I kind of like it, though. I wrote creepy stories on Storyfire. I'm not going to say what they are here because the content is not appropriate for YouTube. But I'm surprised Rob C. Nesbitt has his videos on YouTube with the language he uses. I mean, you can get away with it on Storyfire, but YouTube? I think it's cool, though. I like his series. I watched Rob C. Nesbitt. It was called Commons, and there was a lot of cursing in it. And Rob C. Nesbitt now, he showed his good side on this one, and it's kind of like he was naughty nice. And then you see this polite Rob C. Nesbitt. But once he's with Mary Dahl Nesbitt, he is not polite. I don't know what happened to him. It's like he changed. I go, nah, Rob C. Nesbitt is rude. He calls people wankers. He has bad words. Mary Dahl Nesbitt was stuck with one of the governors. Yeah, Rob C. Nesbitt. I don't know who it was. But they were choosing him to live in a lack of luxury in some place, and he had to sleep in the barn. Rob C. Nesbitt sleeping in the barn? I think it's funny. Why put Rob C. Nesbitt on a barn? Why not a bed? It was a big house. It's kind of like Glasgow and Scotland. The houses aren't very big in Scotland unless you're like the mayor or Tony Hill or something. Or Jimmy Hill. No, it's not Tony Hill. It's Jimmy Hill. I think so. I remember watching a scene, they mentioned Jimmy Hill to Rob C. Nesbitt, Jim Hill. And Rob C. Nesbitt comes from Govan, Scotland. And for those of you who don't know, Govan, Scotland is in Glasgow. My dad grew up in Flemington, Scotland. It was 40 kilometers to Glasgow in Govan Hill, Scotland. But Govan Hill, Scotland's a bit like Aberdeen. It's built up. It's a bit like Finlay Creek a bit. I mean, you can get places better. You can walk to the shops. You can get a fish supper. You can go to the pubs there. You can't do that in the country. That's why Rob Nesbitt has to be in the city. He survived better in the city than in the country. If Rob C. Nesbitt was left in the country, he wouldn't survive. He'd do better in the city. That's why I think Rob C. Nesbitt would like Kingston because he could get around, he could go to pubs. He would love it. He'd have a ball. But he's a street philosopher, so it'd be funny for him. But he'd be judging people. He kind of talks derogatory of people. I'll give you an update on my dog. Everyone's asking me.